Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrend TV. I'm your Viprajesh again from SGA SKODA Coimbatore today, and I'm here with the newly launched Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV. This is Skoda's new premium SUV which is going to compete against the likes of the Jeep Compass and the upcoming Citroen C5 Aircross, which is expected to be launched next year. The Skoda KAROQ is brought into India as a completely built up unit, and as a result, the pricing also will be slightly higher than the competition. However, that also means that the Skoda KAROQ will bring in global levels of quality and improved features to this segment. Now, starting with the looks, the Skoda KAROQ looks really impressive and has got the typical Skoda design elements. There are sharp lines all over the body, and the C-shaped sharp tail lamps also add character to the rear. The KAROQ also gets bold Skoda lettering at the back instead of having the typical Skoda logo. Being a premium SUV, the Skoda KAROQ is loaded with features. To begin with, this car gets a rear wash wipe function with windshield defogger. In addition to that, you also get robust looking silver roof rails along with a massive panoramic sunroof. Coming lower down, you get to see a simple looking rear bumper which also houses the reverse parking sensors. The reverse camera on the other hand is mounted in the number plate housing. So overall, the Skoda KAROQ looks really impressive from the rear. And moving on towards the sides, you get to see a whole lot of Skoda design traits, including sharp lines, squarish wheel arches, and nice sharp looking alloy wheels. This is how the Skoda KAROQ looks on the side profile, and to be frank, it kind of looks like a mini Skoda Kodiaq. The squarish wheel arches add to the robustness of the design of the Skoda KAROQ, and they also house the very sharp looking 17-inch dual tone alloy wheels. You can also see that the Skoda KAROQ is available as standard with all-wheel disc brakes. So coming to other design details, the Skoda KAROQ is available with glossy black finished B-pillar while also providing a thick chrome piping around the side windows. Only this is not actually chrome but really high quality stainless steel. Finally, coming to the front, the Skoda KAROQ features all the design traits seen on the much more expensive Skoda Kodiaq, including the split headlamp design, the power bulge on the bonnet, the large glossy black butterfly grille, and the very wide and prominent air dam. The Skoda KAROQ is available as standard with all LED headlamps with LED fog lamps and auto leveling function, which makes it convenient for long distance drivers and other road users as well. The lower air dam features a honeycomb grille pattern and also houses the front parking sensors, which can be activated or deactivated using a button on the center console. So that was all about the exterior of the newly launched Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV. It is actually very impressive in person, especially in this lava blue color. So let's get to the interiors of the Skoda KAROQ right now. The first thing you notice when you open the doors of the Skoda KAROQ is the ambience and quality of the cabin. Along with that, you'll also notice that the driver's seat is 12-way power adjustable, including lumbar and front thigh support, and also gets 3 memory functions. So now let's get in the driver's seat. Yes folks, I'm right now inside the newly launched Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV, and this is how the dashboard looks like. The design and the quality of materials, everything is premium here. Everything feels premium, everything feels built to last. Let's start with the steering wheel. Of course, this is the same steering wheel available on the Skoda Superb and the Octavia, and the quality is excellent. You get excellent leather along with really good attention to detail when it comes to the stitching lines. So just have a look at the stitching over here. This cross stitching is really nice as well. Coming to the steering wheel features, of course you get steering wheel mounted audio controls. You also get the controls for the virtual cockpit instrument cluster. This here is the very large virtual cockpit digital instrument cluster. It really looks amazing. I'll show you that once I turn the ignition on. Before that, let me just complete all the features which are visible to the eye. So this steering wheel is adjustable for telescopic and tilt, so that is really nice. You also get automatic wipers and automatic headlamps as standard, so that is also very good. Additionally, you can also notice that this car gets paddle shifters for the transmission. Of course, this car is available with the 7-speed DSG automatic transmission. Let me just take this off. As you can see, it's DSG mentioned over here. This is the very same 7-speed DSG automatic transmission. However, the Skoda KAROQ is available only with a 1.5 liter turbocharged TSI petrol engine. No diesel engine option is available. So enough about that. I'll show you the engine bay later. So that's all about the steering wheel. It's really nice. It's very well adjustable. The driver seat has got a wide range of adjustment. Of course, I showed you the 12-way adjustable feature for the driver seat. It is amazing. It's very comfortable. It's got great amount of side bolstering as well. Just have a look at the passenger seat. You can see the amount of side bolstering, the overall support, and the size of the seat itself. It's so damn comfortable. The leather quality also is simply amazing. It is really good. Of course, the leather is carried forward to the armrest as well, the center armrest, which is also slide adjustable, which is really nice, and it's of course openable. Opening the armrest, you get to see this sort of nice storage bin, which is flexible. You can actually remove this part. I mean, this part is actually a cup holder sort of thing. You can store various things in here, sort of your coins or cups or something, but you can also have the option of removing this and making use of this larger bin for, say, water bottles or something. So that is nice. There is also nice attention to detail in this part, because the lower part, the bottom part of this cup holder thing is felt lined. You get nice rubberized materials so as to provide maximum grip for your cups or bottles or something. So that is really nice attention to detail. Skoda, simply clever, that is their tagline, and they have played it simply clever over here as well. So coming to the dashboard itself, the design is minimalistic. There is no sort of hassle of buttons or no flamboyant design elements or anything. It is simple. It's got simple horizontal and vertical lines. It is as good as that, and it's very, very good to use. You get to feel the quality of the buttons and switch gear almost everywhere. Even when you open the glove box, it has got that heft to it, and you also get felt lining. Let me just show you the felt lining. So over here you get a felt lining padding, so that whatever you place in the glove box does not get scratched. That is really good attention to detail, amazing attention to detail. In the glove box, of course, you get to see this Skoda multimedia sort of panel. This is where you put your navigation's SD card, probably on the port 1, and the second port is for your media things. You can actually plug in your SD card for playing media or photos or videos or something. So that's all about that. And you also get this cooling function. You can adjust the cooling flow inside the glove box as well. So that is nice. Coming to the dashboard quality, of course, I would like to show you this. Just look at this. It is so soft, so plush, so amazing in quality. It is so damn impressive. It is way impressive than any other car in this segment. So that was about the dashboard material, and on the dashtop you also get this sort of large-ish storage bin, which is also felt lined. Just have a look at this. Anything you place in any storage bin in this car, you can guarantee that it will not get scratched, because every bin has a felt lining. So coming to other parts of the dashboard, of course, on the right side of the driver steering wheel, you get this headlamp control. This is a rotary knob, of course, typical of German cars. You get automatic headlamp control here as well, so that is nice. Of course, it's the same as any other German car. You get front fog lamp, rear fog lamp controls, so that's all about that. The push button start is actually located over here, where you would naturally slot your key inside in other lower cars, but on this car you get the push button start, the starter button over here itself. So that was the push button start. And coming to the center console, again you have got this massive touchscreen system placed at the center, on the center stage. It is really impressive. It has got couple AC vents on either side, which are bathed in chrome. As you can see, the chrome finish also is really amazing. Everything feels so premium and so well built, so built to last in this car, including the chrome bits, which are kind of very small but still nice. You got separate airflow controls for every AC vent in this car, so that is also nice attention to detail. Coming lower down, you have got the dual zone climate control console over here. You got these 3 rotary knobs finished in chrome, and has got also knurled finish, which means it is really good to operate. The buttons are integrated into these rotary knobs, as you can see, and every button feels absolutely great to touch, feel and operate. Additionally, it also gets air care kind of system, which is probably an air purifier kind of thing, which is available as standard on this car. That is also really nice. And it has got also temperature sync function for the driver and passenger side, so that is also nice. Coming lower down, you got these switches. These are actually the functional switches for this car. You get the engine start stop function switching on button over here, and this is the button for the front parking sensors if you want to turn them on or off, and this here is the hazard lamp button, and over here is the central lock and unlock button, and this is the button for turning off the passenger airbag. And over here you may think that this is a dummy button, but this is actually an indicator for the front airbag activation or deactivation. So that is the warning lamp for that. Coming lower down, you get to see this nice storage bin over here. Of course, it also is filth lined. It's a rubberized finish at the bottom. Over here you get this sort of plain black panel. I don't know why, but still it's there. And you get a 12 volt charging socket. Of course, this may appear like a cigarette lighter, but it is not. So that is over there, and this here is a USB charging port, which can also be used for connecting your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to the infotainment touchscreen system. So that's all about that. Coming to the transmission lever, of course, you get the regular functions: parking, reverse, neutral, drive or sports mode. You can activate sports mode by tapping the transmission lever to the left, and you can also control the transmission manually according to your will. So that's all about that. And just behind the transmission lever, you get to see the electronic parking brake, which also has auto hold function, and electronic traction control button off. So this is the off button for the traction control. I recommend that you do not turn off the traction control at any case anywhere, because it is meant for safety. So that's all about the center console. Coming to the roof, of course, you get this nice sort of sleek looking IRVM, which is electrochromic. You do not get any sort of manual control. It is fully electrochromic, which is similar to the Skoda Rapids and Octavias and Superbs IRVM, which is nice. And the sun visors, of course, even for the driver's side, has a vanity mirror, which also includes an interior light. So that is also nice attention to detail. However, I have not turned on the car, so let me just turn on the car right now for its ignition function. So you get to see all these graphics on the instrument cluster. It is simply superb. It is very high tech, and you get to see these dials once you turn on the instrument cluster, turn on the car's ignition itself. It is really nice. It's kind of a sci-fi movie, and this is how the lamp for say the vanity mirror looks like for the driver's side. And you also get another vanity mirror for the passenger side as well. Once you open the vanity mirror itself, it gets automatically turned on. So that's nice attention to detail. Coming over here at the center, you get the controls for the sunroof and interior lighting. So let me just show you that. Every lighting in this car is LED, so there is no cheap yellow bulb. So this is a premium car really. You also get to control the sun visor for the sunroof. So just have a look at the massive panoramic sunroof, available as standard on this one singular variant of the Skoda KAROQ. And let me just pop open the sunroof. So that is massive. It is really very impressive and lets in a lot of light to this cabin. Just have a look at the cabin with all the light flowing in. So that's how the dashboard looks like. That's how the seats look like. And this here is the key of the Skoda KAROQ. Of course, it's a flip key. I don't know why they have provided a flip key, given the fact that this car actually has push button start and smart key access. But still, you get a flip key sort of for emergency purpose. And both the keys are similar to each other. You do not get any sort of a dummy key or something. Both keys are the same and very good and sturdy in quality. They are heavy as well. So that's all about the keys. I'll just place the keys safely over there. You can see that I have turned on the engine of this car, and the NVH is absolutely excellent. You get this 1.5 liter TSI 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine, and the NVH is excellent. You do not get any sort of engine noise, any sort of NVH inside the cabin. It is silk smooth, it is cream smooth, it is really nice. Now I'm going to turn on the infotainment system, and this is how the infotainment system looks like. It is massive to look at. It is really high quality and really slick in terms of graphics and resolution. It is good to respond as well. Of course, you also get tire pressure monitoring system, and you get other vehicle status information integrated into this as well. So this here is the vehicle power consumption is high. So these are all the warnings which are provided. So this is basically a vehicle status system. Let me just get to the home screen. I've got the menu over there, and this is how the actual menu screen looks like. everything is colorful, everything is slick, and it has got really good quality graphics. You get standard navigation as well. Of course, for the navigation you have to insert your navigation SD card into the SD slot over there. You get telephone connectivity, Bluetooth connectivity, you get Smart Link, you get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and everything. As you can see, the response is immediate. It is so slick, so superb, so beautiful to operate. It is really impressive. This is vehicle status display, driver assistance, driver alert system. You get driver alert systems like fatigue warning and so on in this car as well. You get parking and maneuvering, activate automatically. So you get maneuver braking, which is basically corner stability control with electronic stability program, traction control, and so on. You can actually disable that as well using the infotainment system. You get interior ambient lighting. As you can see, you can change various colors for the interior ambient lighting. Let me just adjust the brightness for this. So that was for that. You can actually see the ambient lighting only when you turn on the headlamps, I suppose. So this here is the ambient lighting function. Let me just change the colors and you will get to see more. So yeah, I hope you are getting to see the ambient lighting function. You can adjust the brightness for various parts, say for the footwell and the doors, the front driver area. Okay, so this also controls the colors for the instrument cluster. So now I have changed it to a blue, which is also visible over here just beside the instrument cluster, on the doors, in the footwell as well. Of course, the footwell gets only white lights. There is no multicolor option for the footwell, but still this is a nice feature to have if you are driving at night. It is really premium. It's nice to look at. You can also change various other color options, including pink, blue, green. So it is Skoda, so I'll just keep it green over here. As you can see, even the instrument cluster has changed to green, so that is nice. So let me just toggle through the instrument cluster menu. So we have you've got a cruise control, limiter, so those systems are over here. If you change to that, of course you can control the menu using this scroller button over here. To change to a different menu, you can do this. Get driving data, telephone, audio, navigation. Basically whatever you are selecting, whatever your infotainment system is showing in your Skoda KAROQ is also displayed over here in high definition. So that is really very helpful and very nice. Coming to other features integrated into this instrument cluster, you get the engine temperature gauge on the further left side. You get the fuel tank display on the further right side. You get the speedometer on the right side and the tachometer is on the left side. The speedometer is rated up to 260 kilometers per hour. I am not sure whether this car will go that fast, but still it is really impressive. The instrument cluster is simply slick and absolutely a pleasure to look at and operate, so that is nice. Of course, talking about speakers, this car gets 8 speakers. It is not actually a particular hi-fi brand. The speakers are not of a hi-fi brand, sort of JBL or anything, but still the audio quality is decent. Let me just turn on the volume. As you can see, the audio quality is really decent. It's really nice. It's befitting a premium car of this brand and price, but still it could have been a JBL or Harman Kardon or something, but it is still decent. It's really good enough. That's what I feel. Of course, that was all about the infotainment system and the front area of the Skoda KAROQ, the dashboard and every feature. This here is the dual zone climate control. You get to see 2 temperature readouts, and you can adjust the temperature differently for your passenger side. So that's how dual zone climate control works, and that's all about that. Let me just try turning this car to reverse, try slotting this car into reverse. In order to slot it into reverse, I have to press this unlock button on the transmission lever and slot it into reverse. So that's how the reverse parking camera display looks like. It is nice, large, but it is not the best in terms of clarity. It's kind of grainy. It could have been a little bit better. You do not get adaptive guidelines, but still you get this front parking sensor and reverse parking sensor combo over here. It is kind of helpful when you are reversing into a tight spot. And you may also notice one thing, when you actually bring your hand closer to the touchscreen system, all the menu options, all the icons are visible, and once you remove your hand from there, everything just disappears. So that is nice attention to detail, typical Volkswagen quality over here. That is really impressive as well. So that's all about that. Let me just get to the back seats of the Skoda KAROQ premium SUV to check out how's the comfort and overall feel over there. Yes folks, I'm right now in the back seat of the newly launched premium Skoda KAROQ SUV, and this is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat without the ambient lighting turned on. It is a simple looking dashboard, but still everything you touch, everything you feel is of a very high quality order. And this here is the back seat. Of course, the space may be just about decent. It is not the most spacious, given the fact that the front seats themselves are so thick and so damn sofa-like. But still, the space is decent. It is good enough. You get ample amount of under-thigh support. It could have been a little bit better, but still it's fine. Let me just turn on the interior lighting over here, which is also LED. Just have a look at the seat squab. It comes till here of my thigh, which is decent, which is really good enough. You also get a couple ISOFIX child seat mounts for the rear seat, and the seat bolstering itself, it is nice. It is really comfortable for the side passengers. However, the center passenger may not be that that comfortable due to this massive floor hump. It is still large, as you can clearly see. This is a large floor hump on the Skoda KAROQ. I'm not sure why are they still providing such massive floor humps, even though this car is just a front wheel drive SUV. So coming to the comfort features, of course you get couple AC vents, which also can be shut off if you don't want them, and you also get this nice slot for storing your smartphone, but I'm not sure whether this slot will be able to house your smartphone comfortably because it's kind of small. So that's that. And over here you get a 12-volt charging socket. I'm surprised because even Hyundai nowadays provides a USB charging port for the rear seats, but surprisingly for such a premium SUV you get only a 12-volt charging socket for the rear seat. So however, coming to the good parts, you get 3 individual adjustable headrests including the middle passenger, and you also get an individual middle passenger 3-point seat belt as well. So that is really nice attention to safety here. You have got this massive, really massive armrest with 3 cup holders over here. The center one is however a little bit small, so you have to adjust whatever you can fit there. And additionally, this is one car which also gets a ski hatch in case you are loading larger items into the boot. So you can basically open this part and load your longer items through this center part over here, even while having couple passengers in the rear seat. So that is nice attention to detail. Coming to loading, of course you get 60-40 split folding rear seats, which can be done by pulling a lever in the boot. So I'll just show you that when I get to the boot. Talking about safety, this car gets ISOFIX child seat mounts for the rear seat and also the front seats. As I already showed you, even the front passenger seat gets an ISOFIX child seat mount, which is really nice to have. And you also get this nice sort of brushed metal finish on the doors. You get nice, very robust quality materials on the doors as well. You get the very same leather padding on the doors, on the armrest, which is really nice. All power windows, all auto down and auto up function are available. So that is also really very impressive. However, what's even more impressive in this car is the availability of 9 airbags as standard, including all other safety features, say electronic stability program, traction control, electronic brake prefill, rollover mitigation, hill descent control, hill hold control, and something called mechanical brake control, sort of holding your car at a standstill even while getting down from a hill, getting down on a slope. So those kind of features, all sort of safety features are available in this Skoda KAROQ as standard, given the fact that only one variant of the Skoda KAROQ will be available on sale in India. So let me just show you the roof again. Of course, this is a massive panoramic sunroof. You can see the extent of it. It is huge, and every passenger gets their own individual LED lighting, so that is also a nice attention to detail. The roof headliner, however, is black. It is not light color, which kind of gives this car a premium feel, but still it is nice. It is not so dark in here. So let's just get to the boot to check out the boot space and flexibility of this car. So right now I'm going to open the boot of the new Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV. This is how the car looks like at the rear with all the lights turned on. These LED tail lamps are actually very sharp and very attractive, while also providing an aggressive look to the Skoda KAROQ. Now let me just pop open the boot, and yeah. So this is how the boot looks like. The Skoda KAROQ gets a full capacity of 521 liters with all seats in place, and you also get this nice white LED light as a boot lamp, which is really surprising, and along with that you also get a nice 12-volt charging socket. So the boot is largely very usable and very square. You also get an additional white LED boot lamp at the top on the right side as well. Other clever bits in the boot include this buckle strap, which can be used to tie down small items. Other than that, you also get this sort of shelf-like thing, where again you can also store your smaller items. On the left side you get to see these couple hooks, which can be very useful for your shopping bags, and on either side of the boot floor you get to see these pockets where also you can store your smaller items, including the car's first aid kit. Finally, under the boot floor you get to see a 16-inch steel spare wheel, which also gets a 215 section tire matching the section of the actual 17-inch alloy wheels. However, it is actually surprising to see a Nexon brand tire. Now I would like to demonstrate the Skoda KAROQ's flexibility by folding down its rear seats. Now these mechanical levers located in the boot of the Skoda KAROQ are actually very convenient to instantly fold down the rear seats of the Skoda KAROQ. Once you fold down the rear seats of the Skoda KAROQ, you get to see 1630 liters of boot space. However, you can see that the boot is entirely not very flat. You have this sort of small step, due to which you'll have to put in slightly more effort while sliding in larger luggage. Everything seems very well thought out, including this tag handle for closing the boot. However, for such a premium car, it could have been better if Skoda had provided a powered electric tailgate, which is available on similarly priced cars such as the Ford Endeavour and Mahindra's Alturas. Let's now have a look under the engine bay of the new Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV. Now, one big weird thing about the Skoda KAROQ is that the bonnet release lever is located in the passenger footwell of the front cabin. Now, before I show you the bonnet, I would like to show you the aluminum pedals in the driver footwell. The other nice feature is that the Skoda KAROQ comes as standard with this Skoda logo projector under the front doors, which kind of makes the Skoda KAROQ feel a little bit more premium. So now let's get to the bonnet. And well, I just opened it. It is actually a very heavy bonnet with great amount of cladding. Surprisingly, the Skoda KAROQ does not get hydraulic mounts for this heavy bonnet. Instead, you still get the very same prop rod mechanism, which is actually kind of cumbersome. Now, looking under the engine bay, you get the new 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, the TSI engine, which produces 150 PS of maximum power and a torque figure of 250 Newton meters through a 7-speed DSG dual clutch transmission. This engine also has something called active cylinder technology, which I guess is the very same cylinder deactivation technology seen on much expensive cars to improve fuel economy. This engine overall is very smooth, very refined. You can barely hear the engine noise. However, I will say more about this engine only when I get to drive it. So that was all about the engine of the new Skoda KAROQ. Let's just conclude this review. Another clever feature on the Skoda KAROQ is that when you open the fuel filling port, integrated into the flap panel, you get a fluorescent green colored prop kind of thing, which is actually an ice scraper, which may actually come in handy for people who drive to Kashmir. However, this is not just that, it also acts as a magnifying glass, which can also come in handy in certain situations. So this is another area where Skoda has played simply clever. So that was all about the details and features of the newly launched Skoda KAROQ Premium SUV. Overall, it seems like a very thoroughly engineered SUV, while also providing significant amount of features with a lot of clever details. It looks great, it feels great on the inside, the engine is smooth and noiseless, and the tech features are also very slick. However, being a fully imported car, and especially with the price tag of 25 lakh rupees ex-showroom, the Skoda KAROQ actually misses out on certain few features, including a power tailgate, reclining rear seats, seat ventilation functions, and an all-wheel drive system. Despite not being the most value for money SUV in its category, the Skoda KAROQ will still be liked by premium customers who prefer the finest global level quality irrespective of the price. So do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this brand new Skoda KAROQ. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.